after logging into Mary Kay InTouch, go to Business Tools, down to My Business, and then over to Monthly Report, or Reports. Right? Yes, Reports.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are going to go to the new unit members. And it'll show you the new people that have been signed up this month. You can also look at previous months, the last 2 previous months. We're working on this month. After you do that, I usually go to Export Report and open it, because it opens it in an Excel spreadsheet, which allows you to copy and paste a lot easier and get rid of information that you don't need. So I just get rid of like the unit, because it's obviously going to be our unit, and I get rid of if they're active or not, and if they got their color card and all that fun stuff after that, because we don't use that when we enter this stuff.
So what are you hitting to get rid of that?
Just delete works. For some reason it's being a pain right now, so I'm going to have to do it manually. No, not all of you. And that'll make it easier when you go to add these to send out cards, if you do it this way. Because you'll have the stuff already there for you. And then I just clean it up so it's all in one place. You don't have to do this. I just hide these extra rows after I've deleted them by right clicking and then hitting hide after you have highlighted the columns that you are wanting to hide, so it just shows the information that you need. And I resize my window so I can see everything. You're already done with this then. And then you can go into, let me resize this so I can see everything that I'm working with. Go into Gmail, and you can go ahead and enter these people by going into Contacts, and then go Contacts. New Contacts. And you can just copy and paste directly out of the cell. So Control Copy, or you can select right click and hit copy, and then Control V for paste, or you can hit right click paste and then copy all this stuff over. I already have these people entered in right now, so I won't fully enter them, but you also need to make sure that they are put into Unit A list so that they are in the correct mailing list. And then I'm going to go ahead and delete these out of here because I already have them in here. Maybe. And then when you're done, you can go into your unit list A, and you can find your people. And once again, since these guys are already processed, I'll just grab a couple of them. And then you will go to More, and we will export those. And make sure that when you export them, the very last one is the vCard format for Apple address books and other applications. That way we can import it into iCloud, an Apple product. And on mine it comes up as a toolbar, or a little pop-up bar down here that says to open or save. I just go ahead and save as. And I have a folder for all this stuff so I can find it easier. It's just Mary Kay stuff. I usually do contacts. Just leave it as it comes up. And then you can go into iCloud and go into the mail option, or not mail, sorry. Used to dealing with mine. Go into the contacts option. And then this red tab up here is for the groups. We're gonna select the unit group. And then there's this little star, like sun sprocket looking thing. If you click on that, it'll have import vCard. And then go to the location you saved it, whether it be on your desktop or the folder that you have created for it. Click it, and then hit open. Once again, I'm not going to complete this because I already have these people in here and don't want to duplicate it, so I'm going to cancel. And then those people will be added into the unit. After you have done that, you can go back into Mary Kay in Touch, and if you go to Business, and then go to Consultant List, and if you export list, it'll give you the whole list of everybody. Oh, helps if I'm not selecting on a specific person, but you'll get the idea. You just go through and you click the people, and then hit export list, and once again the pop-up will come up, and I say save as, and wherever you decide that you want to save it, so you know where you're doing. And I always add send out to the end of this so it's easier to find. And then I open this file because it requires a little bit of cleaning up. Like, you don't need this information at the top, first, middle, you don't need the level, the status, or the language. Move these bad boys down so we can consolidate. Usually they don't put anything in the suite or like the apartment number. The one you have to watch out for is under phone numbers. If there's multiple phone numbers, you'll have to go in and clean them up. As you see, it put a parentheses with a C and an asterisk behind it for cell phone. You'll want to take that out if it's just a cell phone. If there are more than one phone number in there, you're going to want to at least take the other two phone numbers and the indicators out. Otherwise, you will have some issues. And now this is a very important part. At the very end, you want to put legacy unit, and you want it capital L and capital U with a space in between. And you want that to be the entire last row, so if you have more than one person, you want that all in there. Then you're going to go to File, Save As, and you're going to save it in your special place. And you're going to go underneath where you have your file name. It has Save Type As, and right now it's listed as a CSV. We want to change that, and it'll need to be this text tab delimited. Otherwise, the application won't read it and send out. And it's going to give you a little thing that says, "Are you sure?" And you're going to hit yes. And then you're going to go back in to send out cards. And under contacts, we're going to go to import. And profile user is going to be a legacy unit, just like you put in that group. And then you're going to hit your browse button. And we're going to go to where you saved that. And that's why I put send out after it. And you'll notice that the one that I saved that is in the text tab delimited has like, it looks like a notepad instead of like a Microsoft Office application symbol next to it. That's kind of how you can tell that that's the one that you want. And we will open that, and we will upload file. Then you should be able to, if it's the same or similar to the categories that they have, it should automatically pull it over for you. If not, you can hit the drop down next to it and pick the one that you need it to be. So like the contact group, it actually did do that one. Usually it doesn't. The contact group, you can just pick the legacy. Phone number is one that it usually doesn't pull over. So you usually have to do that one. You just kind of skim through. Then down underneath, it gives you kind of a preview of like the first couple of them. And I usually import with previewing, so I hit the little check mark, make sure that there's nothing there, and then say import files. and then it'll show you each one of them individually, and you can scroll down, and then they're all selected, and if you need to deselect them, you can just by hitting the little button in the corner and then hit import. But Sayla's already in there, so we won't import her again. Then after you are completely done with all of that processing, I usually go to, is that it? Yep, that's it. Google Docs, and I make sure that everybody is added in. So I will put like their name and then processed by, of course, me. And then that's pretty much in a nutshell what I do to import and export people into Google, iCloud, and send out cards.